Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah. I run the account HanCanPlan. I am a nurse. I am also a small business owner, a mom of 5 kids, and I love planners. Like you, I love planners. I have loved them since I was a little girl, and I think that's probably why you're here today. You probably have a similar interest in those things, and I am so excited to have you here. I was honored when Tamara from the Planner and Pen Girl invited me to join in on this collab. It's one of my favorite things to watch every year. I watch every single day. I've watched it for, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 years now since I found it, and I have loved it. So I was honored when she asked me to join. Every day of this collab, there is a tip for you, and I think there are some amazing ones that I've seen go up, and I know some of the ones that are going to be in the future. They're amazing. So I would highly recommend joining in and seeing all these great accounts too. There are some really good ones. And if you have just found me today, I am so excited to have you here. We do a lot of planner reviews over here and lots of stickering, lots of plan with me's and goal setting and all that stuff. I also want to encourage you, once you're done with this video, to head over to Lacey's channel. She runs the channel Living with Lacey, and she has this beautiful, clean, and classy aesthetic. Love her channel, and I think you will too. She is going to have a tip for you tomorrow, and then I down below will also list all of the days. So if you want to follow along, you can go and subscribe to the people that you want to see a tip from down below, and every day is a different tip, so I think you're gonna love it. You can tell from this setup that I don't have some like amazing, beautiful setup because usually we're face down looking at the planners, digging in or planning. But I wanted to come on today and just introduce myself. I'm Hannah. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited that you are joining me today. This is all where the sticker magic happens. You can see some of my machines over here, and this is where my husband sits right here. He is usually order fulfillment. And I like him doing that because he is much more like detail oriented with that sort of thing than I am. And if there has ever been a mistake in an order, most likely it's when I filled one. So he's kind of taken that over. So we have much less mistakes now. And I do all of I'm the face behind the account. I do all the designing and the, computer work with the business. So we're both in the place that kind of fits us best. I'm going to turn the camera down now so we can actually get into the tip because I know that's why you're here. I just wanted to say hello and thank you so much for being here today. If you want to see more videos from me in future, I would love to have you join me again, subscribe to my channel, and you can turn on the notifications if you care to. So excited to have you here today, and let's get started. So my first tip before purchasing any planner or hopping out of your planner, hopping into a new planner, is to actually test out the layout. I know a lot of these more expensive planners are that. They're just expensive and they cost a lot of money. They are an investment piece. And I know those of us who love planners and love good paper and good stationery, it's worth it to us. But at the same time, I don't want to be purchasing 20 planners to find the right one. So I have found that one of the best things I can do is go on to some of these planner websites. A lot of the planner brands actually offer printables where you can test out their layout before ever purchasing. I printed a couple of them here, and I'm actually going to list the ones I know of below that you can test out. And there are a lot of others, I'm sure. So if you know of some that I didn't list, I would love for you to leave them in the comment section below. Here's just a couple that I have. One company that offers it is Sprouted, and she has really, really unique layouts, which I think makes it even more important to test her layouts out because she has this very, very unique layout that maybe will be amazing for you and maybe it just won't work for you. So here is an example of her weekly, which I love. It didn't print perfectly, but that's okay because we're just testing it out. You have Monday through Sunday over here. It's in a horizontal layout. She resized it a little bit for printing. So you have your layout here, and then you have a weekly to-do list, a graph area. This is just a blank space and some dot grid. And I love her weekly. This is one of my contenders for 2025. So I'm so excited to test it out a little bit on here. She also has her weekly, and there are more pages than this that she offers to try out because her daily layout, this one, comes with a week at a glance as well. So all of that is on her test pages that you can try. But this is what her daily looks like. So you have your time blocking here. You have a great space for to-dos, a blank space. It's a really unique daily. I use this for a lot of 2024 and loved it. So Sprouted is one company that, especially hers, because she has very unique layouts in the planner community. I would highly recommend trying this one out if it's something that you think looks good to you. This is from Laurel Denise. Laurel Denise also offers a couple printables. So this one gives you a month at a glance. And I think that this is a really good thing to try out because this is about the size of her mini planner. And so if you're trying to decide if that is too little space for you, this would be a really good thing to do. So you can get a pen and figure out if this is too small for your handwriting. And you could write like Benji's band concert on it and say, which is truly something I have this week, Benji's band concert. So for me, I actually am able to use the mini. If you have big handwriting or it's, you don't feel comfortable writing that small, it is quite a small area. So that's another really good thing about trying it out beforehand. It's much better to print out a piece of paper and see if it will work for you before throwing $60 into a planner that maybe is not even useful to you. But I love this. So this printable is a little bit different than her planners, but it gives you an idea of her style. And you get a calendar that's about the same size. And then it gives you space for the 5 weeks of the month and monthly notes and tasks up here. So it's a little bit different than you'll see in her actual planner, but good idea. This one didn't print perfectly either, but this one is from Passion Planner, and this is their daily. So you can test out her daily here, which I've actually never used a Passion Planner daily. I have, however, used their weekly, and I love it. And that's another one that you can print out. I tested this one out for one of the weeks this month. I just printed it out, and I love this layout. I've used this quite a bit over the years. You can even test your sticker kits out on it because if you print it at 100%, you can see how big things will be. And so I used some stickers in here these were actually freebies from Black Friday. I time blocked up here. I used the to-dos down here just the way that they wanted. I usually put a quote down here, so I did that. And then these two areas, I've always struggled with what to put in there, but usually I fit a full box in here and like a sticker. I usually fill it with stickers, but I love this layout. I think it's great, but you can see if this time-focused planner would work for you. This is great for any timed planner, any hourly planner, because you can use this and say, is time blocking important to me? Is that something that I might want to look into? I know I love Erin Condren paper, and so I'm going to test this out. These actually are 1.5 columns. So you test this out, but you really want a coil planner. You can probably translate that if these 1.5 inch hourly timed columns work for you, maybe an Erin Condren coil hourly will work for you too. So it's a good thing to test out. Anyway, I love this. This is a medium size. She has the different sizes on her website for you to test out as well. So there's one that I printed. Moxie Life also has theirs printable. So I printed out one of their weeks for you to see. And this is the vertical. The great thing about this vertical, it's a very, very similar layout to the Erin Condren hourly and a lot of other 1.5 inch column vertical planner brands. You can even print this out, like I said, with the other one and get an idea of if you like vertical planning at all in any planner brand. But specifically, this one is for Moxie Life. She has habits over here. You can see if you like tracking habits through the week. And I did a test one in her horizontal. Horizontal is always kind of a struggle for me. I never know if a horizontal planner will work for me. So I decided to test that one out. I really liked how I laid this out. I got the idea from my friend Annie. She kind of did a layout similar to this. And I really, really liked it because if you put a line down here, which is not in her planner, you can kind of turn it into a vertical. So I have like to-dos here in the middle section, I put my appointments, and then I put a little affirmation on the side. I did habit tracking, a quote, and just put a little deco there. But yeah, I really liked this horizontal, and it's another contender for the year. I bought a horizontal from Moxie Life after using this. I wanted to show this. If you have a planner that you want to try out, but they don't have a printable like this, I tried to make this similar to a simplified. So here's a simplified daily, which let's pretend I don't have it, but I looked it up on the website. The simplified daily is an A5 sized planner ish. It's just about there. And it has 2 columns, time area and a to-do list. And at the bottom, it has just a blank notes section. So I got out an A5 notebook, and you can see they're not exactly the same size, but they're similar. So I just drew a line across and a line down the center. I did the same time. So at 6 a.m. to 9, I wrote them on here and planned it out. And then I wrote a to-do list over here, and I just scheduled it. And then I wrote a notes section at the bottom, and I planned my meals. So I can see that this layout works really well for me. I love this layout. Simplified Daily is one of my favorite dailies. I think it is my favorite daily layout on the market. I love this layout. And using it in a notebook works very similarly. And I'm able to see that that layout is a layout that works for me. Similarly, I wanted to test out the original Erin Condren layout that has the 3 different boxes. And so I just got out a 7x9 because I would get it in a 7x9 if I wanted to test out that vertical layout. And so I got out a 7x9 notebook, and I'm just going to finish off the week. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday over here. I'm going to use a ruler and just this gray marker to draw my lines. You don't have to make it this perfect. You don't even have to draw the lines. I just want to get kind of a similar idea. So I guess the first thing I want to do is do a little header. I'm going to draw the vertical lines now. I think we're all probably pretty familiar with that layout from Erin Condren. It's just a vertical one that has 3 boxes. When I first started using Erin Condren, like way back in, I think 2009 was the first year I got one. It used to say morning, afternoon, evening on the 3 boxes, and now it's just blank. So you can use it for anything that you want. I started using it when I was in nursing school. I used it for school, work, home. But yeah, so I really like the idea of having the 3 boxes in the day. And then I'm just going to write the days of the week up at the top. I'm using a brush pen pigment from Pentel. And then I would probably just set it up the same as here, doing appointments, task lists, and then a meal plan is what I did on this side, and I would continue that on. I know that Erin Condren has their 8th column over here is their notes section. If I was going to draw up the Moxie Life one, I would do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday notes, because that's how she does it. And then I wouldn't do, obviously, these horizontal lines on here, but I feel like this is a really good way to see if I would like that boxed off day, the 3 boxes vertically. And I could see from this if I think that getting the Erin Condren vertical would be a good choice. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this tip was helpful as you are making your choices for planners and whether or not to hop or stay in it or choose a planner that would work best for you. I will leave the next person in the collab below along with all of the other days of the collab so that you can go back and watch the ones that I've already done or plan on watching all the ones in the future. I'm so grateful to be a part of this collab this year, and I appreciate you guys so much watching. If you'd like to follow along with future videos, I would love to have you subscribe, and I will talk to y'all very soon. See ya, bye.